Hey everyone, today May 4th, 2019, talking about the key. It is going bonkers. We're going to be taking a look at that, see what's going on with the key. Also, general market review, see what's going on with the market. Exciting times. Exciting times. So we're going to be taking a look at that. But first, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. And also, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and get notified of these videos that I drop live. I often do live streaming, so get notified of when I make these videos. But anyway, what is going on with the key? Let's go take a look and see. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so the key. The key of late. Let's go here to the daily chart on the key so you can see. Primary point of interest here is volume. Okay, and as you can see here, a couple great big humongous green candles, right? And some pretty good volume here right at the beginning when it got listed, and then from there volume has pretty much decreased almost down to zil, right? And it's been traveling along this flat line here for quite some time down at the bottom. And keep in mind, this is TKY versus USDT. Okay, this is the versus USDT chart. So what do we have going on that's of interest? A nice spike, a nice very steady spike in volume that we have not seen. Except for when it just hit the market. And as we get out of that big huge wick candle, let me bring this down, you can see that the volume is just really increasing, and this is on the day. Okay, this is on the daily chart. Huge interest. This means interest has really increased. Volume has skyrocketed, absolutely skyrocketed. And as you can see here, it went down all the way down to its markout phase, came way below, and now all of a sudden, hey, look at that. Yeah, we're getting some movement. So let's go down from the 1 day down to, let's say, the 1 hour and see what's going on. So basically this thing is going bonkers. Okay, we have a nice selling climax right here. So if we click on that, we can label it, and we'll label that SC. That is the selling climax. Okay, and then up at the top we have the automatic rally. Some people call it the automatic recovery, so we'll just label that AR. All right, and this is Wyckoff stuff, in case you don't know. Okay, so what we normally do is we draw a trend line. Actually, not a trend line, but a line to denote the trading range at the bottom of the selling climax. Gonna copy that and bring it up to top of the AR. There we go. Okay, so that is like really cool. So this is our trading range, and let me just change that style here right quick. There we go. Okay, so this is the the general trend of the lows. We're having higher lows. Yay. And this candle right here, I'll go ahead and put a green arrow on it. Let me scroll in a bit so you guys can see. Boom, that candle right there. That was stopping volume, enough to actually reverse the trend. Notice that the bar came up. Notice that the bar came back up, whammo, and then all of a sudden, that was enough for stopping volume. But because why is that stopping volume? Because we had this huge long-term downtrend, okay? And then all of a sudden, whammo bammo, had a nice buy here, and there was still a lot of pressure down. But what this area is, what is going on here, is that this is called accumulation, guys. This is accumulation. We've got some serious interest in TKY finally, where there hasn't been interest in it for a long time, and a lot of people are stressing about it. One thing of note, if we take a look over at the BTC pairing for TKY, we'll notice that, yeah, it's going down against BTC. Well, a lot of things are going down against BTC, but we're still getting some nice volume spikes here. Notice the volatility. The volatility was spiking up, and it's decreasing volatility on a low. That is nice. We do have consistent volume here, though, which is nice to see. And this is on the 1 hour. We're not used to seeing consistent volume really on the 1 hour for the key. See, like back here in this garbage, see how different that looks compared to this. This is organic. This is inorganic. You notice the difference? Yeah. Let's scroll in so you can see. Yeah, see those little lines? Blah, 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 blah. Garbage, right? Inorganic. All of a sudden, huge sell. Took a way low. And that was enough push. People were trying to get it up. Volatility was increasing. Just went down to see how far they could get it down, and all of a sudden this is it. This is as far as it can go. Basically, it looks like. Don't take my word for it, because yeah, it can still dump. I mean, it doesn't have that much farther to dump, but yeah, it could still dump. But anyway, what's one nice thing here on BTC is that we do have we are starting to have some decreasing volumes here, which is really nice. And so what is this called? Well, if we bring it in here, this could be what I think is the start of a spring. And we'll see some stuff here for accumulation. There might be a dip lower, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and we'll see what happens. But this is pretty exciting, and it is exciting to me because of the wicked volume that we are finally seeing in the key. That is organic trading, and people had dumped their bags. Look how far this came down. Big holders sold, okay, and look how it got pushed right back up. That is very bullish, guys, to get pushed up all the way. So it went down all the way and then came back up. There's not many people in here that are setting the sell limits to where it's doing stops and stuff. Well, there could be, but somebody dumped a big bag, whammo, it got purchased right back up. So they ate it. They got the coins. They got the coins. Same thing here. They got the coins. And they're doing, coming down here, and this was about it. There was a nice big buy. This was stopping volume right here. And notice how we've had a change right here, a change of character. That's really important. See it going down, 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 down. All of a sudden we have a change in character. It pivoted, and it is starting to now have higher lows. You see that, guys? Isn't that interesting? Tell me what you think about the key, where it's going, this and that. But it looks like we hit the bottom and are finally turning up with a lot of interest. A lot of interest for people that have been sitting on the sidelines. Okay, sitting on the sidelines, kind of worried about where the key is going. And it looks like there might be some news that we do not know about. This is one of those things where you can take a look at the market and say, wow, somebody knows something that we don't. Yeah, that happens, right? Right. So let me get that off of there, because I normally don't do trend lines like that, but this is quite interesting. So notice here that we have a last point of supply, came back down here and it dumped. Let me get rid of that, because that is a change of character. As you can see, that big time change of character. Good news. Just did a dump, came back down, whammo bammo. And yeah, so things are looking interesting for the key. Please do your research. It will take you a long time to do research on the key. And there has been a lot of... This is this is the, if you look at the Reddit and read it over, you know, the last several posts and stuff like that, for like the last couple weeks, blood in the water, guys, blood in the water. And that's what we look for. Okay, definite change in character here. We'll see if it keeps on going, but this volume is very, very exciting for the key. It's starting to show, yeah, it looks like it's starting to show some Wyckoff stuff that, let me go out here and go to the, let's go to the 4 hour. I like the 4 hour. So yeah, so it came up, did a spike up high, give it a test, whammo. Came out of the market, and then all of a sudden it did a test. Very exciting. Look at that volume. Look at that volume. Look at this huge buy, okay? Look at these other huge buys. Exciting stuff for the key. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so that's that for the key. Let's go look at some other stuff. What is going on? Well, let's go over here to, yeah, so that's how you get to the key. Ticker is TKY. You can bring it up, hit their Reddit right there, see their Twitter. A lot of people are, look at the volatility. Just going crazy here in the last 24 hours compared to earlier. Then all of a sudden, whammo, change of character. Somebody's having interest in this thing out of the blue. Interesting, out of the blue. Okay, so what's going on here with the markets? Let's go take a look at Bitcoin. Well, instead of looking at it, well, we'll look at it here real quick. Would help if I sorted it that way. BTC, yeah, it's pretty much zero. So it's in this trading zone here, and it's coming up, and we'll see. This one actually should be there. That makes me feel better. And it's coming up here, and this is the demand. This is like the supply. It's bounced off the supply, went down, and hey, we'll see if it can go back up. Let me go over to TradingView, and we'll take a better look at BTC. Oh, here's Bitcoin Gold. I'll be darned. Nice spike here for Bitcoin Gold, and yeah, it could be having some type of a flag. See this right here? This is bullish because it jumped way up here. People put their stops in here, so this was a stop hunter, okay? And so the sharks ate that up, which is very interesting. Sharks ate that up, so keep your eye on Bitcoin Gold. Anyway, let's go over to BTC USD. Yeah, we'll look at Bitfinex. Why not? Okay, so it had its up thrust, and then it did another one, upper bounds test. This pattern is exactly what we want to see. It's actually more bullish than I thought it would be. Why is that? Because it did not come all the way down to this line. Okay, even if it did, that would still be bullish for me anyway. But it's making its trend. We can draw a trend, so it broke out of here. Basically, it's way beyond its buying climax, so it's in a different range, and it's just pumping right along. Yeah, I know that right now it's showing that this is at 6,087. This is on Bitfinex. So we know there's some funky stuff going on there, but hey, it's still trading. There are people that are doing arbitrage and stuff like that. But nevertheless, it's still a chart. And what do we have going on here? If we do a chart, let's look at... we'll take that top there. I'm comparing the volumes. Okay, they're about right. So I'm drawing a line. I'm looking at the PSY and the BC points, and I'm just extending that out, and whammo, right there. Okay, and then we'll just we'll have that clicked, and then we'll copy it, and then we'll pull it down so it's parallel, and we're looking for points of volume down here that are similar, and they just look kind of the same. Okay, so here that's like yes, pretty small, moderate volume. How about here? Yeah, about the same. Okay, so this point and then this point is where I'm going to put it. Okay, so I'll put it at the bottom there, and then right about there. Oops, it needs to be, sorry, I screwed that up. Messed that up. It needs to be parallel. So I'm going to just put it on the AR. Whammo bammo. Change that to I'll change that to a solid. There. So that's exciting. So what do we have going on? This is the basic trot of the line of the trend channel. We've had some throwovers. Okay, we had throw over here, throw over here. Let's zoom in, see how it's doing. This is on the 1 hour. It's coming right down here. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Why not? Okay, so here's that trot line up here, the upper supply. Taking a look at the volume. It's coming down. There's some cells, but really not a heck of a lot of volume right down in here, which is a good thing, guys and gals. Good thing. Look at these huge buys. Low volume, but look at all these solid greens right in here. All greens. Then we have some reds, some sells, but it's coming down here, and it looks like the sellers are pretty weak, right? And that's because people are this is on USDT. They want the Bitcoin instead of the Tether, which is interesting. I think we may have an idea why. So anyway, so there's Bitcoin. It looks quite interesting. Keep in mind that we have Sunday. It's Sunday's coming around. So yeah, we'll give this a little bit of time and see what's going on. The interesting thing though is that it actually did a throw over where it passed the supply up here, and that pretty much got eaten up. Came down here to freak some people out, get more coins, and is still doing its thing. So BTC looking a-okay to me. Oh, there's some people on the chat. Hey everyone, how's it going, man? Hey Leonard, good to see you. Hey Big Crab Rob, how you doing? So Big Crab Rob wants to know if I was part of the government remote viewing program, or if I know anyone from the program. No, I was never part of the government program, but during my remote viewing, let's just say that I ran into people that were part of it. Okay, I was looking at something and it's like somebody's alarm went off or whatever. And they came in to check up on me to see what I was doing. It's quite interesting. They have officially called that program dead. Okay, but I can assure you from doing remote viewing that previous black project is far from dead. It is very, very active. Anyway, that's interesting stuff. Yeah, we don't go into that too much. Thank you for the interesting question. So, Big Crab Rob says, regarding crypto, I am going to sell alts and buy USDC or BTC. Okay, you know, I mean, go ahead. If that's what you if that's what resonates with you, you know, fine. I mean, it's your call, and that's a real important thing, is to always follow your own instincts and your own calls, because otherwise, when you're trying to keep track of how, you know, the percentage that you're correct on your own calls, if you're always relying on somebody else, yeah, you can watch these channels and get some ideas and say, oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't look at that. Oh, I didn't know about that. You know, just getting information and stuff, or learning how to trade and chart Wyckoff stuff, and you know, things like that to help make you a better trader. That's, you know, way cool. But to rely on other people's calls, because I know people charge for them, they have like Patreon and stuff, say, oh, get my calls by the minute and second and whatever. You guys know the drill. How does that make you feel? I mean, really, you want to rely upon your own skill and your own instincts and stuff like that. And so I support people doing that. It's a real important thing. Otherwise, you'll never become better traders. Okay? You'll never learn to fish. You'll always have to go to the fishing store and buy a fish. So if you want to do that, hey, more power to you. So I'm just reading comment here. Thanks for the comments. Appreciate it. So Chico Crypto has a new vid with a recording of a call with some interesting whales talking Bitfinex and Tether, and it will piss you off. I assume you mean me. Why? Why is it going to piss me off? Now I'm going to have to watch this Chico Crypto guy. Oh, last time I watched him was like he had some video on VeChain that was like totally absurd. It was a joke. But anyway, I guess he's doing his thing. Best of luck to him. But yeah, why would that piss me off? What would entice me to go actually and look at that video? Because normally, I don't look at a lot of videos of others. I'm pretty much in a cave. Sometimes I do just to get a feel for the retail market. Let's put it that way. Other than that, not too much. So let me know. Why is it going to piss me off? Okay, so B.A. Baraka Swan asks, is there a good wallet for the key? Well, right now it is on Neo. Yeah, it is a Neo token. So if we go up here to Neo, there it is, Neo. And we go over to their Reddit. I believe they have, oh, they used to. I think they like, a lot of people in here seem to like the 03 wallet for Neo. And, yeah, so do your research on that. But the key is based on, is on the Neo platform, okay? It's on the Neo platform. So go and do your research there on what a good wallet is. And let me know what you choose, you know, why is it good? You know, share your information with other TKY enthusiasts and Neo enthusiasts and stuff like that, and you know, let us know what you choose. And if you can include your keys, that would be awesome too. So, but just joking on that. Never give anyone your keys. So, moving on to another one here. Another question. If I had $500 to put into crypto, what would you do? And I know it's not financial advice. You know, it really depends on your risk tolerance. It depends on your risk tolerance and what you're looking for. Are you looking for, a short pop of 10%? Are you willing to hold for 3 years or longer with continuous downward price action? Do you want something to pop within the next year? What kind of percent returns are you looking for? Things like that. And that's something to figure out. What is your internal rate of return? What is your required rate of return when you put money in? So are you willing to risk, I don't know, $10 or $2 to make a dime? Or are you willing to risk $2 to make $1? Or maybe you want it to be $4. You got to figure out your internal rate of return that you require for making investments and stuff like that. But as far as looking at coins and stuff like that, do your research on the key, TKY. Do your research, of course, on Bitcoin, okay? And everybody, in my opinion, should hold Bitcoin. Yeah, I talk about it, but I don't say, oh yeah, you got to have like this percent or that percent. It's like, no, but it's the granddaddy of crypto, and everybody, I assume, let's put it this way, I just assume everybody has some Bitcoin, okay? And those percentages of their portfolio of what they have are, of course, going to fluctuate. But, so check out Bitcoin, check out the key, check out VeChain. Check out VeChain. VeChain is a phenomenal project. Best project out there, okay, in my opinion. Do your research on that. Look at my previous videos. But, yeah, and then go from there. So there's some tokens. They're the ones that I like. And go from there. I can't tell you a dollar amount to put in or this or that. Just know that whatever amount you put in, that if it goes to complete zero, you're fine with it, okay? You are absolutely fine with it. I actually ran into one guy who was trying to pay his rent on crypto profits, and that was so sad because I was taking his money basically in the market. And it's like, well, he risked it. He was like giving it to me at his own free will, whatever. But do your research, okay? Do your research, and check out those coins. Also, check out my video I have on the top coins for 2019. You might find something in there. Also, others to take a look at are Zilliqa, Z-I-L, Zilliqa. It's supposed to be pronounced silica, as in like silica oxide or something like that, but Zilliqa is interesting, and also Holochain, H-O-T. And Holochain is a fun one because it bounces around all the time. So hope that helps you out. Oh, and Big Crad Rob says, major manipulation and dirty play. No, it's just manipulation, and that happens in every single market. It's just being able to spot it and say, okay, well, how do I profit from that? You don't profit from it by having a retail point of view. You profit from it by having their point of view and thinking the way they do. That's what's behind Wyckoff. That's what's behind VSA, which is a volume spread analysis. That's why I was bringing up the volumes and stuff like that. It's important to think that way. It's like that crypto dude, or whatever his name was, YouTubers, most of them, I haven't seen any of them with there's very few. I think I've seen one that has an investor mentality. Not investor, I mean, let's put it this way, larger than a whale, Okay, so this would be the composite operators. And this is larger than institutions, okay? Larger than institutions mentality. Because a composite operator is there to cause FOMO, to create FOMO for the institutions to get in. Retail investors just don't have the capital to move the market. That's all there is to it. So the composite operator, the one that has the money to actually move the market, is trying to manipulate the institutions, the FOMO, or to sell or whatever. So hope that gives you some input. But yeah, manipulation, yeah, it's just called the market. It's a given. So that crypto guy has some far out shice, huh? Right on. Confirmed and in your face. What does that mean? Can you explain that, Big Crab Bob? Confirmed and in your face. Oh, and Richard Decker says he thinks he was right in some cases on VeChain. What was he doing? He was talking about Cream. He was talking about Cream, and I think he did dig up some stuff on them, and we'll see. So I will give him that. He was right on some stuff. But as far as VeChain being a scam, look who owns part of them. DNVGL. They've been around 150 plus years. They just look at them. They're not going to invest in something or stick with them if they're a scam. So, yeah. But was he right on some of the affiliations that VeChain had or currently has? Yeah, there was some stuff there. Oh yeah, you have a bunch of key and you want to get off KuCoin. Yeah, it's the Neo wallet. Okay, whether it's desktop or O3, I think is for Android. So do your research on that. But yeah, it's always a good idea to get your tokens off of an exchange, unless you're actively, for the amount that you actively trade. Of course, you keep on them, right? Yeah, so Omega says, going to be a lot more exciting in the next couple of years. Yeah, it's going to be a lot more exciting up to June and July. Remember, that's when they're coming up for review whether to be able to progress further for national rollout backing, that type of thing. All indications looks like they're going to have a favorable outcome from that. And with the large amount of volume, this is a large amount of, this is not regular retail. This is institutional money coming in, okay? These are companies coming in and purchasing the key. They're getting it at real super low value, all right? I mean, and they're buying it with USDT Tether, which is interesting. It's because they're probably already holding Bitcoin and they don't want to give up their Bitcoin for it, right? Because Bitcoin's worth more than Tether or fiat, right? And so they're getting it with USDT. Whammo bammo. Interesting stuff. So interesting times. Oh, bloody hell, what just happened? Okay. Bloody hell again. All right. Yeah, interesting times. Hey, you're welcome, Baracus. So Omega says, if you're not into the key before the end of the month, I can't help you. Hey, Fawad's here. Hey, Fawad, how you doing, brother? Oh, why do I say the key is going to pop at this time? I don't say it's going to pop. I'm saying life is coming into it. But you can look at this chart here, and basically we have some huge sales. We have a humongous buy, which is basically momentum of doing an upswing like that. It's momentum. And so that's one thing. Another thing is that we've had that change of character. We've had a change in character where it's going down, and now all of a sudden it's going like that. So that's a pivot point right here, change of character. We have a bunch of buys. This is where people are acquiring, they're accumulating the coin. Where there wasn't any interest so much in it before. They're just like waiting for it to get down to these levels, and now all of a sudden something happened. There was some type of news that we are not aware of, but it is being displayed in the charts. And whether it pops or not, I don't know, but at least this is interesting. I'm just saying something is up. That's all. Whether it pops or not, can't say, but this definitely looks like a change of character to me. That it's been going down, 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 flat, 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 flat. Look at this, no volume. You see this volume here? Nothing, nothing. There's a saying. It's called shake 'em out and then wear 'em out. Okay? That's exactly what they did. That is a process that the composite operator does, or the composite man, whatever you want to call him. That's exactly what they do. They shake them out, so the loose hands. They've had terrible review and misinterpretations of the AMAs that Catherine has given. People are talking about suing the company to get their money back and stuff like this. I mean, it's ludicrous. And that's blood in the water, man. That's blood in the water. So we'll see. Changing character right here. Nice downturn. Last point of supply. Came down here to a final AR, and it's moving up. And so that is part of Wyckoff stuff. So we'll be taking a look to see what's going on. See if it actually follows through and does something somewhere. So right now it's a tad early. Okay. It's a tad early, but it looks like at least it's not this garbage. You know? At least it's not that garbage. Oh, okay. So all that was in reference to Chico Crypto. That's his name. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if he's honest or trying to get clicks or what. I don't know him, so I can't make that call. He's doing YouTube and stuff like that, so best of luck to him. Fawad wants to know if I'm still accumulating TKY or am I happy with my stack. Dude, where do you think this volume came from? I'm buying and selling against myself. Yeah, right. On the key, I'm personally still accumulating. Okay. I am personally still accumulating. That's just me. Keep in mind, the key is extremely risky. Cryptos are extremely risky. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. One thing here on a larger, so we had the shakeout, wear them out. That was that big line. One thing here to see is that we're looking at a little Wyckoff pattern way down here, real tiny, right? There's also a larger one you guys can see. Let's go ahead and draw that out. So let me get here. So we had a buying climax. Well, no. Okay, so we had something like this. See that? That's the same pattern. We have the scroll on over. So right here we have the automatic recovery, automatic rally. So we'll draw a line. And then we have top of the AR. So that's the AR right there. This is the selling climax. May have said it wrong before. Point of supply right here. Boom. And so it's basically inside of this. Let me scroll on out. Those should be solid. I don't like them that thick either. And these are supposed to be horizontal, so if they're not quite horizontal, just pretend, okay? So that's the trading channel. Look how nice. Look how nice that makes the chart all of a sudden. How it makes it clear. See, oh, here's the selling climax. Here's the automatic rally. Doing a shakeout here. Doing test of the lower volume. See if volume still exists. Let's do a test. Again, see if there's any buy interest. Not so much. Okay. Oh, somebody took some. Okay, we'll take some here. Somebody took a lot here. Okay, fine. Let's do another test up. Okay, still nothing. There's still supply. That means people are dumping here. People are dumping. That's why it's not going above this line, is because people were scared. People are scared of the key, and so they're trying to sell the key. And so there's a lot of supply up in here. A lot of supply. It's coming down. This is a demand check. Checking for demand. Oh, that sucked right there. Not there. That's better. Checking for demand. And right now, it's right at the bottom of this line. They dumped it back down. This is bullish because what they're doing is that people had their orders placed. They had their orders placed, so they wouldn't lose any money in case it went down. They had them placed here, so those got cleared out of the order book, and they took it down further. They really tried to push it back down. See all these reds here? They spent a lot of effort trying to push it down. They can't push it down anymore. It's done. They're buying. They have the supply. That's what they're doing. They're sucking up the supply big time. Big time. Look at that volume, how tight it is, how much interest there are compared to before. Hardly any interest. Lots of gaps. All of a sudden now we have organic trading. Good news. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question. So am I happy with my stack? Yeah, I'm still accumulating. That's me. I'm doing whatever these guys are doing. Oh, so Big Crab Rob has a substantial investment in VET. V-Chain. Huh, let's go look at V-Chain. I like VET. Fantastico project. So this is on the 15-minute. Let's go out here to the 2-hour. Okay, whammo bammo. So, oh, look at the same pattern here. I said there was like point of supply, automatic rally, buying climax. You can call secondary test. Here's another secondary test, testing the low. They bumped it up, went up here to an up thrust. coming back down. One thing cool is that it came below this line and shot up, so we'll see if it does come and does another test on this buying climax line. We'll see, but it looks like it's not going to make it, does it? Which is good news. We'll see. I mean, it can go up or can go down, but that's good news. But I like VET. VET for me is a long-term hold. Okay, we're talking still years in the future from now. VET, I'm still in the accumulation phase. Okay, still in the accumulation phase, and this is versus Ethereum. All right, this is versus Ethereum. Let's look at it versus USD T. Kind of the same. One thing to note here, let's go out to the day. See this line? That line here? Selling climax, automatic rally. Whoops. That's huge. This is a huge trading range, guys. Did a lower test. Got a lot of FUD. Wonderful. It's coming back up right here. What do we have right here? We had a reversal. Right? Change of character. Change of character right there. Notice, really interesting, notice how tiny that little bar was. Little tiny guy. Low volume green. Watch for those. Watch for little tiny guys, little tiny bars. Very tiny spread on low volume on a downtrend. And then it reverses. Look at that. Look what happens after that. Isn't that interesting? And there it goes. So it came back up here into the trading range. Good news. This is on USDT for the day. And VeChain has some things coming up, don't forget. It has an ICO announcement from PricewaterhouseCoopers. This was build up to the summit that they had on the 18th. Yeah, things usually decline after that, but it bounced off that line, so we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm still in accumulation on VeChain. It's just getting started. That's all it is. It is just getting started. So if we go look at the key, and we were way in, weren't we? Okay, so 4 hours. Okay, yeah, so if we look at the key right here, so VET was like down in here. And then it's bounced up, did upper bounds tests. See like that, it does test to the upper. VeChain, we haven't had a test to the upper yet. It hasn't even come up to the middle. It's just getting started. Keep in mind this is on the day. Don't forget to scroll out and see what's going on. Look, it's just getting started. Okay? It's nice that we have decreasing volume here on the week. That is nice. Okay? Some big boy is accumulating. Okay, they're eating up the supply. Thank you for the question. So Mega says, you're happy and you're holding 4 million. Well, that's awesome. Good for you. Hope that works out for you. I hope it goes to $5. Wouldn't that be awesome? Also, please note, just for your own safety, don't disclose how many that you have, okay? of any coin. There's some hooligans out there. Watch out. Just reading through some questions and stuff here. Okay, Fawad says, if institutions are buying TKY, how come price is still falling? Shouldn't it be the opposite, supply and demand? No. That's a very interesting question. No. The reason being is because on the surface, people would normally think, given the laws of economics, that well, it's a given. A increase in demand while keeping supply constant would shoot price up. Okay? Or a decrease in supply with demand constant would shoot price up. But that's in a fair market. You know, that's Adam Smith's dream world. We are not in a fair market. That's all there is to say. So the thing is that it is being kept down because they want it to be kept down. They want it to be kept down because what they want to do is they are buying in stealth mode to artificially keep the prices down, and they do tests. They do tests to see if they have all of the supply, because they're not selling. I'm talking about the composite operator. They're not selling, but they're picking up as many as these bad boys as they can. And over here, all of a sudden they say, okay, well, why the increase? This could be because maybe one of the nodes or several of the nodes are that the key is going to run on, like on an insurance company or a government agency or something like that. I said start buying. Okay? Start buying stealth mode. So they'll buy some and then they'll dump it. They'll buy some and then they dump it. Okay? But and that's to keep the price low, but on average they're picking up coins. They don't care about the price so much. They care about actually getting the coins at an average price, and it looks like they like this price a lot. And so this is just a test. But as far as like supply and demand goes, no, it's because it's manipulated, and they have many tricks up their sleeve on how they keep the prices low. Silver is an excellent example. Good question, Fawad. So the normal rules of supply and demand do not work in unfair markets, okay, that are not free. Hey, Christoph, how's it going? Thanks for joining. So Meg asks, I thought Catherine, that's Catherine Lee from The Key, mentioned something about June, July. Yeah, come June, they're having their, review, right? Let's bring up The Key. They have a little timeline. If we go to their Twitter and get rid of that right here. Let me blow that up so you guys can read it. Whoops. Stupid thing. Get out of there. Okay, so we have June 2019, construction of consortium chain and test for public chain. Ooh. Government evaluation of the Guizhou pilot program. Okay, this is a big deal. From here it moves forward. July, blockchain registration in the office of the Cyberspace Affairs Commission of PRC. Right now, as far as tokens out there, coins, you have VeChain that is registered. So this will be number 2. There might be another one, but I'm not sure. I don't think Neo actually is. Not quite sure. But so they are going to be registered to make them official, an official cryptocurrency. Okay, there's a bunch of blockchain companies out there that are registered, but this will make them legit. Okay, as far as the government is concerned, just like VeChain. There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do and like that. Okay, so that's coming up in June and July. September, blockchain business model proven for multi-scenario applications. Means they're going to be doing tests on that in September. Okay, so in November, that's where they're starting to market. December, large-scale promotion and sales of blockchain integrated solutions. There you go. What does that tell you? And then IDV development in 16 pilot provinces. Those are like states in the United States, right? Province. So yeah, so things are looking bright. You guys saw how I got to that, right? Yeah, Catherine is CEO of the Key. Do your research on the Key, and how you can do that is you simply go over to the Reddit. They have it very well laid out. Okay, you go to the essential information. Click on that bad boy. Maybe. I know it comes up. I just have to click at the right spot. That's all. Okay, so look at all this. So you have their achievements, their advantages. There she is. She's computer science. Okay. Medical, computer science. Good background. Read about her. Here's their wallets. Okay, for Neon Wallet, they like that one. For Neo GUI, there you go. Morpheus Wallet. So that's the ones that they like. Okay. And then here's it for mobile 03. So there's your wallet question right there. I thought it was on Neo, but it's actually on the Key. But then look at all these things you can look and research. Okay? Past AMAs you can watch. Very, very good list. VeChain has another similar list. Okay? But check that out. That will take you some time. So Big Crowd Rob says, yeah, that's some interesting volume. Yeah, it is. I would expect price action there as well. Yeah, you can think of volume. Something happens. Something's going to happen with the volume. Because notice the fairly tight spread. We're not seeing a lot of huge volatility anymore. We have decreasing volatility. We have very, very large increase out of the blue in volume. It's like all of a sudden on this date, somebody said, buy. Okay, it's time to get, we need to stake coins or whatever. Whatever they're doing. Some type of news that we haven't heard yet. All of a sudden they flip the switch and wham. Okay, somebody has interest in this all of the sudden. Or let's put it this way. Somebody has interest in it that no longer care if we notice it all of a sudden. I think they've had interest in this thing for a long time and have been accumulating for a long time in stealth mode. Right now it's like, screw that. We got to accumulate down here. It would be absolute, you know. They could be fools not to, but look at these tiny price spreads here, and I'm scrolled in pretty much, pretty close. Look at the tiny price spreads. Low volatility, no volatility, high volume. At the volatility back here, way back here. Look at the volatility. Yeah, you didn't have anybody trading. Then all of a sudden you had trading start, where it turned a lot more organic. People actually got interest here, and then build up and up and up. Then all of a sudden, whammo! Interesting. What do you guys read from that? What do you think's happening? Oh, okay. And then Richard is saying, as mentioned, Cream in particular, Chico's not bringing out fake news. He trusts him in that. Yeah, it's like I'll give him that. That part of it. Yeah, I'll give that to him. I don't have a problem with it. He also said that, Beamer wasn't a partner. And at the time, it's like lost in translation, really. Because VeChain did come back and say, hey, it's not like quite an partnership as what Americans would think of it being. It was like part of their garage thing. And yeah, but anyway, since the conference, hey, that's like water under the bridge. They're confirmed. That's for Beamer. Whatever happened to Renault? We haven't heard much from Renault, have we? Isn't that interesting? Das Schlüssel. Ja, the key. Ja, das ist richtig. Thanks, Millie. Not die Strudel, but das Schlüssel. Strudel's good, man. If you ever find strudel, buy it and eat it, man. Good stuff. Oh, I must be hungry. Oh, Fawad is asking all these interesting questions. Am I accumulating anything else? Yeah. I've been accumulating the key long term. I've been accumulating VeChain long term. Those are some things I've been accumulating. Not AMB. Not doing AMB. They were coming down, and they still might have a ways to go. Okay. So they could be really at their low, but we'll just see what's going on with AMB. I was doing hot. It just depends. It's like it just depends where they hit. For like hollow chain, right now they're in the center and upper areas. I don't accumulate, but when they hit down in this range, yeah, okay. And that goes for the key has pretty much been way below. So I've just been every week accumulating the key, same as VeChain. But hot, I've only been doing it on the lows. And same goes for ZIL. Bring up ZIL. I'll blow that up. So ZIL, let's see, this is on the 4 hour. Let's go to the day. So ZIL is at a delicious low. It's at a delicious point. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Nice markdown. Yeah. Big ass trading range up here. Yeah. Just got their mainnet or token swap done, right? Or in process still. Yeah. Tell me your thoughts on ZIL. Put them in the comments, see if you like it, hate it, whatever. They have sharding going on, so they're about 2 years ahead of Ethereum. Interesting. Don't forget about ZIL. Don't forget about HLC, Halal Chain. It's a DAG. Whoops. I didn't want that. It's a DAG with a successful test. Oh, come on. It's thinking. Well, okay, there it goes. Yeah, it's a DAG with a successful test. So this is the 30-day. Whammo, they bumped up, making some news. So they're making some progress. This is, check out their white paper. Just real quick here. To help you guys do your research. Yeah, it doesn't work there. You have to go to their website to get their white paper, but there's something interesting here you should see. White paper right here. There's the link, because the link's definitely broke in CoinGecko. So I'll bring this up, little PDF. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, who's this guy? Who is this guy? We have the infrastructure, the strategic location at the heart of the Islamic world, in addition to the long experience in Islamic economy, Islamic banking, sukuk, and Islamic insurance. And we have, above all, the determination and ambition to achieve our goals. He also has the money. Who is this guy? Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Big dude. What is he? Vice President, Prime Minister of the United Emirates and ruler of Dubai. Isn't that interesting? The ruler of Dubai. Dubai wants to become a world leader in technology. And here you have basically the ruling family, the head of the ruling family of Dubai saying this stuff, and it is on their white paper. You do not get I mean, do you need a partner? You just need his backing and your gold, right? or your oil. Yeah, I thought you guys would find that interesting. But Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, big fan of horses. Why do I bring this up? Is because I don't know if he still does. He used to have a horse stable called Godolphin, like a dolphin, but Godolphin racing stables. He had some really expensive and really very good horses. And why I say that? Because Kentucky Derby's just right around the corner, right? Triple Crown, all that good stuff for the horse fans out there. Anyway, you probably recognize his name from that. But now he's into halal chain. So yeah, do your research on that bad boy. Okay? Where can you get them? Probably Gate.io. Oh, CoinEgg. Sorry, CoinEgg. ZB. Looks like most of the volume's on CoinEgg. So if you can sign up for it, hey, whatever. Do your research. So we have LR Gub Jinx says Bitcoin is the only coin you need. You'll get burned in the end. Yeah, you can get burned on Bitcoin too. It's crypto. Crypto is volatile. It is risky. So I think everybody knows that. But if you're watching this, you're probably not a Bitcoin maximalist. You're probably a profit maximalist. Yeah, so Big Crowd Rob says he'll take a look at Cream, but he's seen positive things regarding Cream as well. Yeah, absolutely. Those were not mentioned, were they? No, they were not mentioned. If they were so terrible, wouldn't you think that DNVGL would insist that they kick him out? I would. Yeah. So I took all the cream stuff with a grain of salt. So, Richard, do you think you like the key? Confident this is the bottom, if not close? Yeah, very well could be. We'll see. But there is a heck of a lot of interest in buying it right now. Buying and sell, they are just sucking up. They are getting the tokens, aren't they? Yeah, there are needs besides BTC, absolutely, and VeChain is one of them. Okay, you can think of Bitcoin as being world currency, a world currency, and Bitcoin as being the cryptocurrency for business. That's how I think of it. And the key is the cryptocurrency for identity verification for China. Okay, and so there's different aspects of it. A majority of coins out there have no value. I'm talking a vast majority. There's only a handful that do. But vast majority of coins out there, and I'm even including a bunch in the top 20, are just junk and garbage. So Seth says, please check out I need some coffee. I have to go to Starbucks. Maybe one day when I go to Starbucks, Bakkt will have their act together and I can get it on from crypto. We'll see. Anyway, says check out Chico Crypto's channel's latest vid on Bitcoin, Tether, and Binance. Sounds bad. Recording also of people manipulation of the market and laughing about it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I did a video on that everyone should watch, and I think it was on Market Makers, something like that. Let me kill this and let me go to YouTube. Let me go to crap. Okay. Bringing it up this way because I'm streaming. Let's go here to videos. Here's a fun one to watch. BTC to Moon with a picture. Anunnaki. Control crypto. That's a fun one if you guys haven't seen that one. Let's see here. Looking for it. You guys should watch. Here's another good one on the key. The AMA is impressive. A lot of people took that, I think, differently than they should have. Hold on, give me a second here, guys. Right here has this picture of this kind of creepy looking guy. Market makers are good for crypto. You also have TKY on there. Hey, this was 3 weeks ago. Go ahead and watch that one. Like, subscribe, get notified. But that will give you some valuable insight on how it works. Okay? Valuable insight on how it works. Yeah, the key. Connections with government and huge corporations. Absolutely. The largest. Also, People's Bank of China. Yes, sirree, Bob. The PBOC, they have big time connections with. They are currently working with them to figure out this whole thing on the ban on exchanges for how are they going to get the keys token into the right hands with without going against the current regulations and some other things. Okay, so they are working big time with the People's Bank of China as well. That's TKY. Hey, Kachichi, how's it going? So Zill's going down. Yeah, well, we don't buy when it's up, do we? You buy when it's down. Not saying buy it, but that's when I buy things. I buy when it's down and there's a lot of bad news and people are disgruntled and they're unhappy and there's, oh, dump it, and there's been some downward spikes and just garbage like that, and the thing is worthless and nobody wants it anymore, and that's usually when I come in. Do your research on Zill. Then Paul says, the whole crypto market is manipulated. The sooner regulations, the better. Oh, no. The sooner we have less regulations, the better. It's so volatile. Yes, we want the volatility. We don't want the regulations. We don't. I mean, we got hit with the tax regulations where it basically makes trading between coins illegal. If you trade from VeChain to TKY, that's a taxable offense. And so you're going to have to pay taxes on that. And then when you cash out from VeChain to USD, that's a taxable offense. We don't want that kind of regulation. Before, it was way cool. So as soon as, if that one bill they're trying to get through the House of Representatives where like eliminates that, if they can get that passed, that will create a tremendous, there won't be a bull run. It will be a bull sprint if they change that law. That's what that will do. It will be beyond belief if they change that. So I get where you're coming from. We want the bad actors out. That is for sure. But the composite operators, they're always going to manipulate it. And these are like these are the people or corporations or whatever with absolutely huge reserves. They could buy all of the cryptos in the entire crypto market without a sweat. Easy peasy. It's like they could buy Lockheed if they wanted to. Okay, the whole damn thing. Not a problem. But I mean, they're in silver. They're in every market, and it's just how it is. But the bad players and stuff, yeah, would like to see those guys go. Those faking volumes, yeah, the faking volumes, the wash tradings, all that stuff. Yeah, I like it. I'd like to see that stuff go. That'd be nice. And then, okay, stop talking about Chico, that Chico dude, okay? The reason the market is dropping is because the market is dropping. He is retail. He is retail. He is spreading stuff about retail. The market's dropping. It doesn't look like it's dropping to me, bro. That's on the week. I don't know. Where is it dropping? Maybe you're thinking about the alts. Well, yeah. Yeah, they're going to drop. That's by design. This is by design. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what we look for. We expect this. It's not dropping. They're just trying to get lower coins, and they can push it down. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's no conspiracy out there. They're buying up coins. They're pumping it low to buy the coins. That's a good sign. Okay? It's when they're way up high that it's a bad sign, and people confuse that. Up here, oh, bad sign. Get out, get out. Anyway, I see things way differently than a lot of people do. And if you're into this channel, maybe we'll start learning to think that way. That would be awesome to get you out of the retail mindset. And not saying bad things about retail. We need them. That's for sure. But we don't trade like them. That's for absolute sure. Oh, so John says, can someone explain what will actually cause this coin to rise? It seems like their achievements don't really translate into an increase. Yeah, same thing as VeChain, same thing as DigiByte, same thing as a whole bunch. The reason being is because people do not know how to spot value. They do not know how to spot value, and they only follow price. They only follow price. They do not know value in anything, in very few things. They only follow price, and that's one of the big reasons. So right now the key is not marketing, and that's on purpose. It's to save their capital for they have close to 300 developers working on this full time, day and night. Okay, they need to get this done. They are not worried. I mean, they don't need customers. They already have it. It's called the government of China. They will get more, of course, but that's part of their roadmap. But if they just had what they had, they're perfectly fine. I mean, my gosh, how much larger could you get than the government of China as a customer? And as far as like price, it's getting the word out. It's getting the word out, and then there's a lot of people real happy to sell right now, which is a wonderful thing. But as far as it getting out there, they're going to start marketing. The key is in China and stuff like that. But a lot of people in the U.S. and the U.K. and stuff, and Australia, a lot of people don't even know about the key. They haven't paid anybody to do marketing. They may have done, like, I think a Korean guy did a good interview at the beginning just to like introduce it or something like that. But I think that was about it. I'm not even sure if that was paid, but I doubt if it was. Come to think of it, I doubt if it was. But they're not paying to get on Binance. They've said that before. And right now they're on KuCoin, which is a good exchange. KuCoin is a good exchange, and so we'll see. But it's just a matter of time, okay, until this thing picks up. Be happy right now. Nobody knows about them. It's like a secret weapon. Nobody knows about it. You're keeping it secret, and then all of a sudden, wham! People start hearing about it, and they go crazy, and oh my gosh, can't believe it. Read Martin Dillon's thing here. Sounds a bit dubious. Yeah, halal chain HLC. Yeah, good one. Yeah, TKY already has a huge user base. Yeah, absolutely. Exclusive government contracts data. That's right, exclusive. If Matrix AI needs identity verification, they have to go through the key. Okay? For China. Anyway, they have exclusive rights to that. Oh, and Get Gigi wants, who do I think Satoshi Nakamoto is? Looks like he is from FL, Florida. I personally don't think it's an individual. Okay, I think it's a group of people. So Fawad wants to know, do I think Bittrex, if they can go out of business, and what would that do to the market? If Tether goes away, that might actually be a very good thing. A lot of people are thinking that because the market didn't crash, did it? When Tether's having all these problems. No. Can Bittrex go out of business? What are they doing right now? They're desperately trying to get Bitcoin. They are Bitcoin hungry right now. That's why Bitcoin is going up. It's because Bittrex is trying to get them. And they're giving a premium. Right? They're giving a premium of tethers to BTC to try to get people to sell their BTC. And that's why they have this big arbitrage thing between different exchanges. People go buy BTC on a different exchange, send them on over to Bittrex, and then sell it, right? And then pocket the difference. And it's just a money machine. Just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Do that as many times as you can. And yeah, you can make some money, but what you're doing is you're filling up Bittrex bags of BTC. And right now, it's an act of desperation. So we'll see what happens with them. Very unsettling energy with Bittrex. Okay, let's put it this way. I used to work where we'd buy jumbo CDs from banks and credit unions and stuff like that. And when a credit union would start getting in trouble, they'd start raising the rate on what they would offer on the CD, the certificate of deposit. And you could tell which ones were getting ready to go belly up. I mean, you could just tell because the interest rates were up, and so they would be paying a premium trying to get the dollars in from their customers. You know, hey, have a CD, lock your money up. We'll give you even larger and larger and larger interest. That is basically exactly what Bittrex is doing with the Tether, and why such a huge arbitrage amount. So are they in trouble? Yeah, it definitely looks like they're in trouble to me. Will they go belly up? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it does not look good. From my point of view, okay? They could be absolutely fine. Keep in mind, I have limited information. We all do. So it's a guess. It's a hypothetical there. Chichi wants to know, do I think they'll change the rule on crypto? All crypto is imaginary for right now. That's the taxing. I hope they do. I hope they change the rules on taxing so crypto to crypto swaps and stuff like that are not taxed like it used to be. That would be awesome. If that happens, there will be huge. Do I think that is going to happen? I'll give it a high probability in the future because let's put it this way. Look at all the huge institutions we have coming into the market. We have Fidelity. Fidel is in, and they have been in. If all of a sudden their trades that they want a ton load of transactions. Okay, that's what they're after, to create FOMO for their clients, and they want a ton of transactions. And if you want to go from Ether to Bitcoin or whatever, go for it. That's a transaction. They get a slice off the top. They want as many of those as they can. If people are getting taxed going from asset to asset, that's going to slow it down. So Fidel doesn't want that tax on there. No, they don't. They want it so it will be a huge, absolutely huge incentive and draw a ton of clients, of the clients that normally do stock, to come on over to the crypto desk. Oh my gosh. They'll say, well, I can do all these trades here and still make money, and it has a chart. I can read charts. It will be huge for Fidel. So I am putting my confidence into Fidelity's greed. Let's put it that way. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I'm projecting that forward. I hope it happens. And yeah, I hope they definitely have the purse strings to make that happen in Congress and stuff like that. So I hope that happens. So I'm giving it a high probability that one day it will change. Yeah, it's Richard says when BTC takes off, alts can't follow. That very well could be the case. There'll be very, very, very few alts that will manage to be able to keep up. I think VeChain will be one of them. I think the Key will be one of them. But other than that, Zilliqa maybe. Holochain maybe. But those are like shots in the dark, okay, to me. I mean, it's just, okay, throw some... it's like a wildcat well. So we'll see. But Bitcoin could absolutely just keep on going, okay? It could just keep on going. Last I knew that there were a lot of hedge funds that held ZIL, okay? Same as, well, anyway, do your research. ZIL is going down right now. Be careful. Caveat emptor, buyer beware. Not saying buy, follow your own gut, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. You guys get that. What do I think of FB coin, Facebook coin? I think that Facebook has pissed so many people off that it's just going to be a flub. Facebook is looking for a different way to generate cash because their ads are no longer doing it. Nobody's doing that. They're not hitting a button to promote their own channel or whatever like that. They've almost have gone beyond the they've almost come to the point of irreparable damage. Okay, they're getting very, very, very close to that. People are bailing, jumping ship big time off of Facebook. There's a lot of hype for it. That makes me a little queasy. So we'll see. It's pretty early to tell, but we'll see. But right now, I don't have good vibes from it at all. And Omega says no marketing is one of the reasons I love the Key. Absolutely. They don't give a darn about marketing. They are into getting this thing completed. What do I think of high performance blockchain? It has its uses, right? HPB, high performance blockchain. Yeah, it has its uses, and we could see something from it. Is it going to be anything like VeChain? No, I don't think so. So we'll see. And then, you know, you also got to, you know, Fabric and stuff like that. You have the Linux Foundation, you have IBM, stuff like that. You know, you got to consider. But, you know, it has its place. Anyway, I prefer others. But that's about it, guys. Time for me. I have to go get some coffee. I'm starting to drag here. Check out the markets. It's having fun. Have a great, wonderful weekend. All that good stuff. And I'll catch you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified. So everyone, best of luck to you. Bye.